Jean-Marie Le Pen, a towering figure in France's far-right landscape and the father of Marine Le Pen, has passed away at the esteemed age of 96, as reported by French network BFM TV. His journey wasn't just a personal saga but an odyssey that intertwined with the very fabric of France's post-war political history. Imagine a man who, at just 27 years old, stepped into the political arena by claiming a seat in the French National Assembly. That man was Jean-Marie Le Pen. Fast forward to 1972, and you'd see him crafting the National Front Party, mingling with Nazi collaborators and veterans who had tales of France's colonial past in Algeria and Indochina. This was not just a political party but a movement that would carry his legacy through the decades, with his daughter Marine reshaping it into the National Rally, RN, and taking it to unprecedented heights. In the whirlwind of politics, he stood tall, albeit controversially. By 2007, he was the oldest presidential candidate, on his fifth and final attempt to clinch the French presidency. Not one to shy away from the political limelight, he also marked his presence in the European Parliament until as late as 2019, every year adding another chapter to his already storied career. The echoes of his actions are heard across France. Some reverberate with admiration, while others resonate with critique. Jordan Bardella, the current RN Party president, fondly reminisced about Le Pen's commitment to France's identity and sovereignty. "He always served France with unparalleled dedication," Bardella remarked, urging respect for Marine and the family as they mourn a lost patriarch. It's a sentiment that many within his political sphere share, but it's far from universal. On the flip side of this political chasm stands Jean-Luc Mélenchon, leader of the far-left France Unbowed Party. His recollection of Le Pen is anything but rose-tinted. Respecting the dignity of the deceased does not exempt us from analyzing their actions. Mélenchon insists, reminding the world that the battle against the ideologies Le Pen propagated is far from over. "The legacies of hatred, racism, Islamophobia, and anti-Semitism," he said, "are battles still being fought today, a potent reminder that history is a guide, not just a ghost." Jean-Marie's story began on June 20, 1928, in a quaint seaside village in Brittany, where he was born into a family rocked by tragedy. His father's life was claimed by a wartime mine in 1942, a loss that left deep scars on young Jean-Marie Duthoit. With the heart of a monarchist and the mind of a scholar, he pursued law in Paris, later joining the French Foreign Legion as a paratrooper, a period marked by the allegations of torturous acts in Algeria, which he never fully eluded. By 1962, controversy entangled him yet again, when a newspaper alleged his involvement in heinous acts in Algiers. Although he lost a lawsuit against Le Monde in 2005, the implications of this moment haunted him, hanging over his career like a sword, poised precariously above. Politics was both a battlefield and a refuge for Le Pen. From the anti-tax populist Pierre Poujade movement to founding a record company that distributed recordings with Nazi speeches, his actions were as divisive as they were deliberate. It was in this crucible of tension and challenge that he co-founded the National Front, a vessel for his opposition to immigration and deeper European integration. The political stage was often tumultuous for Le Pen, filled with moments that fueled national and international discourse. Take 2002, when he shocked France by advancing to the presidential runoff, only to face a robust coalition of his political adversaries determined to keep him from the highest office, a move that has since been known as building a dam against the far-right's tide. Yet, even as doors seemed closed, new paths unfurled. In 2011, Marine Le Pen inherited the reins of leadership, modernizing and moderating the party's image, making it more palatable to a broader, more contemporary audience. As she rose, her father's controversial shadow loomed large, with Jean-Marie frequently reigniting old debates with his statements that ultimately led Marine to make the tough decision of expelling him from the party he had once forged. Marine's political trajectory soared, leading the party to capture an impressive 41.5% in the 2022 parliamentary elections, edging closer to the presidency than many had imagined possible. In a strategic move to attract younger voters, she soon appointed the youthful Jordan Bardella as party leader, securing a lead in the parliamentary elections that hinted at the RN's growing influence among France's younger demographic. And let's not forget Marion Maréchal, Le Pen's granddaughter, who has built her own platform even further to the right, ensuring the continuity of this political dynasty that continues to shape far-right discourse in France. As this unfolding narrative develops, it's clear that Jean-Marie Le Pen's influence will linger long after his passing. The far-right story in France continues to be written, each chapter building on the foundations he laid, the legacy he left behind, a legacy that remains one of the most polarizing in contemporary French history. Stay tuned, as this evolving political story is far from over.